My name is Thomas O'Regan. I'm a professional property investor here in Australia. Me and my wife have built a very large property portfolio, or some people might not call it very large, but we've 20x'd our capital position in the last 4 years. Now, we built our property portfolio up to 11 properties, by the way. It was just stuck on my mind. Now, sometimes property markets or properties go up in value very quickly, and sometimes they come down in value very quickly. It's a bit like property price growth is a bit like a hose, like a pressure in a water pipe or pressure in a hose. Like you've got a huge amount of pressure coming out of that hose. If you've blocked the hose with something or you've shut the valve on the hose, a lot of pressure is going to build up. And what happens once the pressure builds up, doesn't matter if you've turned the hose off or not. And imagine the water pressure in the hose as the property market. It doesn't matter if you turn the hose off or not. Once you open that valve, water is going to rush out of that hose and go up and then calm down again, right? Until it goes back to the normal level of whatever the pressure is that is pushing out of the hose. Now that's what happens with a lot of property markets, okay? So a lot of pressure builds up at these property markets, and no one really sees the signs. And the property markets that no one sees the signs before it happens. And then the property market explodes, and everyone jumps into this property market, speculative investors and novice investors and people that like to invest with a herd mentality sort of thing. They jump into this market that's going up, but they don't realize that there's no more pressure in the hose, or the pressure in the hose is going to come back down and land somewhere where it's level, or where it's whatever the normal pressure is that's pushing out. So if you understand how property market cycles work, and you can see it, if you can see the pressure in the hose, and you can see that the hose is blocked, and you can see that when the pressure is going to be released, it's going to go up a lot, and you can gauge by how much pressure is in the hose where it will peak and then where it will fall, you can make a lot of money, okay? Because property market cycles is just like a hose, a lot of pressure, and then it eventually has to settle and normalize. Hopefully that helps, guys. See you next time.